everyone, Gigs here once again for another Project Ozone boss fight. Today we are taking on the Ice Queen, which is why we're next to this great big giant ice. It's not actually a tower, it's like a giant ice block, and her castle's up top. So, but before you can kill the Ice Queen, you need to get rid of the Alpha Yeti. So the Alpha Yeti, like all our previous fights, there was the easy and then the more difficult ones. We had the Naga, which was super easy, then the Lich King, then we had the Ministerium versus the Hydra, the King Knight Phantom versus the Argugast. Even though the Argugast ended up being quite easy in the end of it, but that was because we were flying, we were very lucky. So this one is so easy that I'm actually going to do both of them at once because it's just going to be so quick for me to pop in here and kill the Yeti. So you'll see these little Yetis here, they're not the ones that we want to fight, they're just little baby ones. The one we want to fight is over here. And there he is, Mr. Big Alpha Yeti. So if we give him a couple of whacks, he's going to go crazy, 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 shaking his, yeah, he looks funny, but he's sitting down, yeah, he's crying. Oh, do we feel bad? No. So he is that easy to take care of. Yeah. You don't need to take care of all his buddies that are around here. One of the things that you do want to kill them for is, I'll just get out of here so that they're not going to attack me, is to get the Alpha Yeti fur is what I just got from him, but the Arctic fur. And the Arctic fur makes one of the sets of armor for progression of armors, and the Alpha Yeti fur makes a different progression of armor. So that would be the only reason you need to kill them, but I've already gotten enough of the fur in order to make my armor progressions, so I don't need to worry about that. So let's go scooting up the top here. And lots and lots of penguins. Lots of penguins. You're so cute. You're so cute. Now up here is, oops, what am I stuck on? Penguin. Get out of my way. So up here somewhere, if I can find it in render distance, is the Ice Queen Tower. So she's got quite a pretty tower here made of all these colourful blocks. Entrance. Now this is a little bit similar to the Lich King's or the Twilight Lich's palace in that it's kind of a bit of a wow, that's bad design. It's kind of a bit of a maze in order to get around it. You have to go through all the different light it up a little bit. You have to go through all the different areas in order to get to it. The annoying thing with this is that a lot of the time there isn't stairs up to go where you need to go. So if you don't have some, oops, that's not going to help me. If you don't have some way of flying up, then you're going to get stuck or you're going to have to pull her up with blocks, and it's a little bit annoying. And there are multiple different towers. What is that? What are you? Stable ice core. You've got hearts, so you're something we kill. Oh, that was easy. What did he give us? Snowballs. Yeah, we don't need snowballs. But yeah, so there are quite a few different towers. You can go up and down around here and have quite difficult time trying to find the Ice Queen up in these towers. Snow Guardians. Hello. So these guys are pretty easy for me to kill. I've got a really decent sword, and easy peasy. I mean, it's definitely worth it if you're going to go killing bosses in the Twilight Forest to make sure you have decent armor and a decent sword before you come here. Just makes everything super easy. The fact that I'm coming across, I mean, like, they've only got 10 hit points anyway, so they're pretty easy to kill. They're giving me a heap of junk. I'm actually going to armored plates or bits and pieces. I'm actually just going to trash some of this stuff. I don't really need to be carrying it around with me. These swords aren't any good compared to what I've already got. I don't need snowballs. I don't need that. I don't need you. So we'll just get rid of some of that stuff. So it's not, because I've got the magnet on it, so it's not chasing me around. There's another guy up there. He's not worth killing. So I'm hoping the fact that I'm coming across these guys means that I'm in the right vicinity. Now also through this tower, similar to the Twilight Lich, you get a lot of chests, which again don't have that greater stuff. I'll take the feathers for my Rending Gale to charge it up, but this stuff's not really worth hanging on to. Now I'm hoping again that because I'm coming across these guys, that I'm actually in the tower that she is in. And if I'm not, and actually maybe I'm not, I'm in the wrong tower by the looks of it. Let's break the roof and have a look. I'm in the wrong tower. I'm actually going to start coming down the other towers through the roof. It doesn't look like I am in the right tower, because that is digging up and it's not going anywhere. Let's get some light on action. Yeah, so there's no, don't even, looks like it's going way too far up. Okay, so let's drop all the way down here again. Let's get out of here. Oh, I can't find the exit. There it is. Back out of here. What I'm going to do is, just for the sake of getting out of here and through all of this fairly fast, is I will actually, and again you can see so there's so many different towers and levels that you can go through. What I'm going to do is I'm going to scoot up the top and we'll dig down through the various towers. And see if we can find her from up the top. It shouldn't be, it takes a little bit of getting through this. And I have a decent pick too. These blocks aren't easy to break through. Oh, let's go. That's why it was taking me a while to dig out. We should have put some cobble or something up the top so I knew that this was the tower that I'd come into. Suspect the fact that I'm having to go so far down means that this isn't a tower that she is in. So oops. So there's a bow there, but it's only a power 1 bow. There's not much to it. There's nothing extra there. There's really none of that stuff that I need. It's actually clouds coming through. Looks a little bit weird, but that's what it is. Let's go back. This was where we were. Let's put a bit of cobble on here so that I know that this was the tower I've already attempted to go down. And let's try a couple other towers. Here we go. I wish these blocks broke a little quicker. Now I could vein mine these, but what it would mean is, number one, it would take a lot of durability from my pickaxe. It would definitely take a lot of hunger off me when you vein mine, and it doesn't really leave me in good stead to fight her. You see, that just looks like another chest. One of those cores. Arctic wood. I don't know what that is. See, this is the Arctic jackets you make with the Arctic fur. I don't need that. This sword is, look at the durability on it, 32. I'm going to take that though because I don't know what that is. So she's not here. Let's put some cobble there, so we know. It's my waystone from when I came up here before. Is this another? So that's one tower, this is a tower. Let's try this one. Let's have a look. See what we can do. Now what I may do is fast forward through a lot of this stuff. If I don't find her in this one, then we'll probably fast forward, because you don't really need to see me trying to dig through blocks trying to find this silly queen. But as long as this is taking, it would definitely take a lot longer to find her by going through all the different towers, because you could go through all these towers and still not find her. So let's go up here. Maybe going a little bit lower helps. Come on. No, it's still just as much to go through. Okay, so this looks like this is where she is. So no fast forwarding at all, you're going to have to suffer. So let's pop on down here and let's see if we can... And there she is, the Snow Queen, in all her glory. Hello. Now, so far she hasn't really noticed me again because of my boots. This enchant gives you a huge advantage that if you wanted to, you could just go in and wail on these bosses if you wanted to, and it would get rid of them fairly quickly. She still doesn't seem to have noticed me. It's taking a while, but let's... No, there she goes, and she can fly in a little ice thingy, and we can't damage her up there through that. No? Oh, yep, we can. Oh, what's that? Hello? Now, she's supposed to be one of the difficult ones. She's... Hello? Oh, there. Get rid of that. Oh, it's snowing. Oh, okay, we don't like that. Ah! No, what's that? Well, she started wrecking stuff, didn't she? Well, that was that. See a little head floating down there. Obviously, my inventory is full yet again. On a bow by the looks of it. Let's get rid of the cobble anyway. Let's get rid of some of the stuff in our inventory again. These. So we got more shader bags. We got a tri-bow. It's got no enchants, no special things on it. It's got similar durability to what I've already got, so it might be worth enchanting. Who knows? Got her head as a trophy. Another shader. These loot bags are annoying. And snowballs. So that was... Oh, we got an ironwood sword, which again, given this is... so you can see my sword, it's looting 20, Reaper 4, which just helps you get heads off mobs and things. It's got a huge XP boost, it's got knockback 3, it's got 50 attack damage, so I wouldn't be... And it's unbreaking, so you can't... it's unbreakable, sorry, so that's nothing worth... there's no point switching to any of these types of swords and bits and things. This is pretty much the best sword that I can have without going to like really OP swords, which I'm not at the right levels for. So that was pretty much it. That was her. She didn't end up being that difficult. Again, the hardest thing about getting to her is getting through all the different towers in order to find her. But she was fairly easy in the end of it, although she did start to worry when she started destroying the floor. We would have ended up falling all the way down through the end. But other than that, that was the Arctic Yeti and the Ice Queen. Woohoo, we got them both done and dusted. A little bit of fun. I hope you enjoyed having a bit of a glimpse of these two bosses in the Twilight Forest. I actually think that may be the last of them before we head off and start fighting other bosses in other dimensions. Exciting times! Other dimensions to explore. In the meantime, thank you very much for joining me, and you have a great day.